The Starfish Story, a lesson on making a difference. It was early morning, just after a powerful storm had passed through the coast. The sky was clearing, but the beach was covered with broken shells, seaweed, and thousands of starfish that had been washed ashore by the rough waves. As the sun slowly began to rise, painting the horizon with shades of orange and gold, a man decided to take a walk along the beach. He enjoyed these quiet moments, when the world was still waking up and he could reflect on life in peace. But this morning was different. The sight before him was heartbreaking. Starfish were scattered everywhere, helplessly lying on the sand. He knew that once the sun grew stronger, the heat would dry them out and they would die. As he walked further, he noticed something unusual. In the distance, there was a young boy. The boy was bending down, picking up starfish one by one, and throwing them back into the ocean. Over and over again, the boy repeated this action. He seemed determined, yet the task looked impossible. The man grew curious and approached the boy. "Good morning," he said. "What are you doing?" Without hesitation, the boy looked up and replied, "I'm saving the starfish. The tide has gone out, and if I don't throw them back, they will die." The man looked around at the endless stretch of sand. Starfish were everywhere, hundreds, maybe thousands of them. He shook his head and said, "But son, there are miles and miles of beach and countless starfish. You can't possibly make a difference. It's hopeless." The boy paused for a moment. He bent down, gently picked up another starfish, and tossed it into the waves. Then he turned to the man, smiled, and said softly, "I made a difference for that one." The man stood silently, moved by the boy's words. He realized how wrong he had been. True, the boy could not save all the starfish, but for each one he returned to the ocean. It meant the difference between life and death. Inspired, the man bent down, picked up a starfish, and threw it back into the sea. Then another. Soon, more people who were walking along the beach noticed what the boy and the man were doing. They joined in. Together, they saved many more starfish than the boy could have saved alone. Moral of the story. This story teaches us a powerful lesson. You don't have to change the whole world to make a difference. Even the smallest act of kindness matters. Often in life, we feel overwhelmed by the problems around us. Poverty, injustice, loneliness, or even personal struggles. We think, "I'm just one person. What can I do?" But the truth is, small actions have great power. Helping one person, smiling at someone who is hurting, or encouraging a friend who feels like giving up. These things matter deeply. The boy in the story could not save every starfish, but for each one he helped, it meant everything. In the same way, our actions may not change the entire world, but they can change someone's world. So the next time you feel like your efforts don't matter, remember the boy and the starfish. Start with one small step, one act of kindness, one good decision. Because even if you can't do everything, you can always do something, and that something might mean the world to someone.